Hey, good afternoon, Bob. Trade Genius, the 15th of April. How could I forget? So, you know, I live in Southern California. We're beach people. And sometimes when you're surfing, boogie boarding, bodyboarding, you got to wait for the waves to come. And right now, we're kind of at a little bit of a slack tide. The stock market is inched up to back to all time highs. And it's stalling out. Volatility now is extremely low, and looking at the commodities, they're stalling out too. So now we're trying to wait for direction, and so putting on too many positions right now, I think we'll be back to where we were about 18 months ago, 16 months ago, when it was just chop, 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 and pretty much the best way to play now is you got to kind of lower your time horizons and do more day trading till the market makes a decision on, on what direction it's going to go. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today, and what we did. And so there's a couple things that go on. I'll show you the pre-market trade. It happens nearly every day. It's basically a move back to the VWAP. I'll show you on my Thinkorswim chart where you could see it. But I'm going to show you what we do during the day right now. So right out of the get-go, when the market opened, is that you had make sure I'm on the right time frame here. Yeah. So you had this basically the market sold off. We have a signal called the slingshot, and then our momentum indicator was rolling over, and basically gave us an easy trade short back to the midpoint here of the linear regression line, and then you would have definitely covered here. We've got a slingshot buy, but it wasn't a buy signal. Okay, it was essentially it was a head fake. So they kind of pushed up, got everybody excited about the move. Actually, got close to the VWAP, and then we got another signal here to sell as this was troughing. And they came down to the bottom of the linear regression line, and then here came the long trades. So this trade was a good trade up to the get out signal, and then it reset again, but you're already at the bottom of the channel, so you don't want to be shorting unless you're pretty quick. You could have shorted that if you wanted to, but then here was the long trade for the day, and for me it was about 7.5 point day. I didn't take the short. I've been trying to focus on long only right now, and but that short trade was there, and then you had a long trade into the lunchtime after Europe closed, and then took your money and be done with it. And that's the trades that are setting up, and we just got to look for it. Tomorrow will be called Turnaround Tuesday. Chances are they'll try to push the market higher, but we'll have to wait and see. But the trade I want to show you here is the called to the VWAP trade, and every morning this trade sets up where it pushes up above and then comes back down to VWAP, and then it did it for oil as well. Is when the market was before it opened here, came down, touched support line. We had a buy signal here with the change in color of the money flow, and you could erode this up for $300-400 gain into VWAP into the open. So this trade happens a lot. They like to bring it back into VWAP from the top and the bottom, and that's a good trade. Some days they only take it up to the SD1 or the minus SD1, and then that's so you got to worry about if they're going to try to run the trade as basically a trend day one way or the other. But most days it's going to come into VWAP, and it's a good risk reward trade. You let it get to the outside bounds of its trade to look for money flow to be set, look for stochastics to be coming back up. In this case, took the trade, and 2663.14, one of our subscribers took the trade and he wrote it right into VWAP at 44. Picked up $300 per contract. Don't know how many contracts he traded, but he was a happy person, and that's all you have to do. You can be done for the day. And I just want to show you that. So we teach you how to do this, and if you ever buy our bundle number 2 or bundle number 3, you get these indicators that are here, these money makers and slingshots, and you get and then we'll teach you how to set your charts and how to read them, and you just make money very consistently. You know, it's a high probability trade. You're talking 7, 8 times out of 10, the trade's going to be positive for you. So no crazy order flow to think about and try to interpret the Ouija board, you know, and these are tried and true signals that we use, and we like to share them with you. Let me show you one more thing too, because I was working with another client that I wanted to day trade more, and but not crazy day trading. And so one of the stocks that I want to show you is one that I trade a lot, and it's Barrick Gold, and I use this to flip on and off options on it personally. But I just want to show you how, using a 15-minute chart, you get a trade down here. This is the open right here, and it was bottoming it into the open, and took this trade and took it up to about here. You know, if you buy 1,000 shares, it's a $250 to $300 day. Just to give you perspective, you know, on $13,000. So there's a lot of ways to skin the cat, and just want to show you that you can do this on the 5-minute to 15-minute, and we do our long swings on the 4-hour trade. It's a really good system, and you know, I don't follow everything, and so we give you the tools where you could chase some of the trades yourself that you personally like, that we may not follow or just are unable to follow. I'd be calling trades out every 2 minutes. If I threw everything that was hitting the filters every day, I would just overwhelm everybody. That's why we try to teach you guys and give you the tools to work from. So check us out, tradelikeagenius.com. Check out bundle number 2, bundle number 3, the special will run till the day before Easter special, and then my heart goes out for those folks in Paris losing their cathedral, 800 years old, and you know, it's a shame, but you know, Easter week of all time for it to happen is pretty bad timing. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll be back to you guys later. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.